Hey, this is Tom from Moss Models and Mistakes. Just a little video I thought I'd show, kind of an unboxing. I bought it used, and I haven't opened it yet to see whether I've been ripped off or not. It was certainly, I wouldn't have paid more than 20 bucks for it, and anyway, I can't remember what I paid for it, but it's a Thunderbird hardtop convertible, 1/16. And now I'm gonna see what's in here. How it showed up. All the instructions. That's beautiful. Wow. All the bags are sealed. Whoops. How many tires do I have? Oh, that one's not sealed. Tires fell out. So anyway, you can't see me. I'm over here. Thanks. Okay. I gotta get this back under control. Dick. Oh man. Didn't notice that. Well, I don't think it's a difficult fix. I mean, even if I just wanted to heat it a little bit and then hold it there until it cooled, and just do it a few times until it seems straight. Another way maybe to do it would be kind of cool, would be to heat it, but then put the windshield in where it fits perfectly and have that all sit there. I don't know, I wouldn't do that, but yeah, so anyway, well worth the 20 bucks or whatever I paid for it. I mean, if I paid, I don't know, 30 or so, it would have been because it included shipping and I really wanted the model. So, weird little, these don't look bad. Where's form number, AMT Ertl? Nobody's gonna tell me what year this is. Let's see, what do we got? All right, no. Nope. Okay, thank you so much. Well, yeah, that's fine. But I have this for another point in time when I have the taxi finished. And I will tell you that I had no choice. I don't know if that stuff's going to come off or not, but I think it is. Now I'm talking about the taxi. I have it in. If you watched the video before this, then you know that the taxi is now soaking in some purple stuff. It has been since this morning. I tried to fix it anyway. This the other video. So these taxi models, thank God, are only like $16.99. So just because, and it's not because I want to use the parts, I ordered another one, $16.99, and I'm gonna put it in my stash, so to remind me. And someday I'm gonna build it, and it's gonna come out beautiful. So that's what that's for. This other stuff is gonna come out great. And it's, you know, it's all about the journey. And I really, really am enjoying the journey regardless. of the outcome. I'm having a ball. So a shout out to Ford Model Cars and Battleborn Hobbies, and of course Glenn's Models. There's more, and I don't want to forget Tim. Oh my goodness, yeah, Tim. This Rat Daddy. Anyway, it's Tim, and he's pretty cool. Thank you guys for all your, the support and all that stuff. I know that when I get, when I'm in my own wheelhouse, then I'm very, very comfortable and calm and all that. But to get to that wheelhouse takes a lot on my part, and a lot of that, what do they call it? I don't know, some kind of syndrome. Anyway, so once on the 4th of July, the day before I went into the Marines, I was fooling around with a firecracker, and it was burnt all the way down. I don't know if I told this before, but anyway, it was burnt all the way down. So when I was out by a mailbox, that has nothing to do with it. That's where I was. That's in my vision. And so I struck the match, and like I said, it had a very short fuse. So I was just gonna light it and throw it. So I held it. Here's the match, and I went. And I threw the match away, and it exploded in my hand. Ow! Actually, it was like getting slammed with a really hard hammer, and I just couldn't feel anything, and I was afraid to look, and so I really slowly looked at my hand, and I could see it was all still there, and it just hurt it hurt. And so after that, once it I couldn't feel anything in these two, here or here. When I pressed together, there was nothing there. And it stayed that way all through boot camp. So that was 3 months. And it was a while after that it started coming back. But those are kind of the clumsy things that I do. And I forgot where I lived once. That was a good one. Just a bunch of guys. We went, I was in the Marines, had a room in the barracks and stuff, and a bunch of guys said they wanted to go in together and rent a trailer or something so they could have a place to hang out, outside in town, in the Ville there. And so I was all for it. I said, sure. They were all acquaintances, but I didn't see them every day. And so we went there, and all the deal was struck, in Denmark on a cold. And anyway, see, I messed myself up. Where was I going? Oh, so I brought my stuff over. My favorite model, the only model I had been able to build since I was in the Marines, and it was really nice. It was a brush job, painting and everything, but it was 1979 Corvette. It was really, really nice. To me, it was the best thing I'd ever done. And so I brought it with me because that was going to be in my part of the place. And, went back to the barracks, and, well, one day I'm driving down the road, and I'm looking over, just kind of enjoying what's going on, and looking over, and I see this like little trailer park, and I see a trailer there, and it makes me feel weird. And I start thinking about it, and I keep thinking about it, and then I realize I had stuff there. I lived there. That was part of me, my part of that. Anyway, I was supposed to be able to live there and everything. I forgot that I lived there, so I lost my model. Because they didn't, those guys didn't hang out with that. Because it was months later that I drove by. They didn't live there anymore. So there's another kind of weird thing that happens. Oh, when I was in the Marines, we had a Staff Sergeant Jones who, even though he was a sergeant, he'd go into like the major's office and sit at the major's desk and then tell me to get so-and-so on the line for him. And I was nobody's secretary, but I did it. And then I was really kind of sick of it. And one day he asked me to get him the Marine Corps Institute, MCI, which was, at the time, was a learning branch of correspondence courses and things like that for the Marine Corps. So, and they had what they called an Audubon book that was like a phone book where you dial a special number and you could get direct lines back and forth to all these places. And you look up the number in this book. So I said, okay. And I looked up the number WHITEHOUSE, White House. That's perfect. So I dialed the number, put it on hold, and said, Staff Sergeant Jones, on whatever the line was, and he picked it up. And it was a very, very short time after he picked it up that he slammed the phone down. And he came out and he stared at me. Man, a good 30 seconds, just stared at me. I was just looking at him innocently. And then he just turned around and walked away. And then he never asked me to do that again. But that was kind of funny. All right, I just wanted to kind of put something out there, and because I know that Taxi's in a bad mood, but at least the body is, but I'm going to be working on the NASCAR chassis, the Oldsmobile chassis, NASCAR, Oldsmobile, whatever chassis everybody used then. It's going to work out perfectly. I've got that painted over there, and I'm going to start working on that until the paint gets stripped off that wonderful taxi body. Thinking of painting it like a zebra. Why do I want to paint lines like that? I mean, it's really cool, but it's obviously beyond me. Not quite. I'll just keep trying. I don't want to not know how to do it, so I will do it. Okay. Thanks very much. I hope you guys have a great, Wednesday and beyond. And I don't want to say goodbye. Oh no, you guys are my friends and stuff, but that's okay. I gotta go. See you. Bye.